Hello. Is anyone in here yet? Hello, the chicken, if you're here. Your comment says 2:02. If that's the correct time, you might not be here. Is anyone here? Leave me a comment that's saying no one's in here yet. Okay, not saying one person. Well, I just got my notification, so we have to give it a couple minutes. Hello, Sarah. Good to have you here. Yeah, I just got my notification about a minute after I started, so might be a couple minutes before everyone gets in here. I just went outside, shut my generator off, and that's what I was just going to say. It's not raining. It's the other stuff. It's not hard, just a few flurries. Hello, I'm going to take a guess that it's Brett. The first snow we've had of the season. Just very light flurries right now. Yep, you got it, Sarah. They're predicting some places might be up to 2 inches tonight and tomorrow, but hopefully not here. They're talking more about the higher elevations. Oh, both Brett and Deborah. Well, good to have you here. I got a list of stuff tonight that I want to cover. I'm going to try to get this live done to 8 o'clock. I know it's going to be a short live if I do it. But I want to try to make it to Willoway Rankins live tonight at 8. I haven't made one of her live in a long time because I've been running right over the top of her. Well, it's a certain amount of stuff I've got to do anyways. And then if it's, once I get that done, it's too bad to be outside, then I just sit inside and do stuff I need to do on my laptop and stuff like that. Yeah, we won't want to get Brett. He needs a babysitter at all times. See, right now I'm so involved with YouTube that I spend a lot of time on my laptop watching live, watching other people's videos. I like sitting outside doing it, but obviously I'm not doing that this kind of weather. But I still have to do what needs to be done with the chickens and stuff, so yes, the chickens have seen snow. I had them last winter. They were outside until about the middle of January last year. We had very warm weather right up through till middle of January. And then when it got cold. And Earl started getting frostbite in the tips of his comb. And it was only 10 below when that happened. So then they came in, spent the winter inside with me. I fixed them up a place here in my camper. Wasn't ideal. They were crowded. Didn't really smell the best, but they were safe. And I kept them in here until about the middle of March, first part of March. I think it was the first part of March. It started warm enough so they could go back out. Because even when we got through the sub-zero weather, I still couldn't take them from 50 degrees and put them out where it was 10, 20 degrees. So I had to wait until we started getting up in the 30s, and then I put them back outside. So they did see some snow then. Hello, the chicken. Good to have you here. Oh, you're almost to 1,000. Can't believe how fast you're going up. I'm hoping the new coop that they'll be able to spend the whole winter outside this year. That's more airtight than what I had for them last year. And I was going to try to insulate it with some cardboard, but they're probably just going to tear it right down anyway. So I want to get a thermometer so I can keep track of the temperature in there. And of course, they're bigger this year too. Because last year they were only, they were born, I keep saying born, they were hatched June 1st of last year. So they were getting pretty well full grown. They weren't quite full grown yet for the winter. So I'm hoping this year Earl's a lot bigger, so he's going to be giving off more body heat. Buffy, she's a big hen. So I'm hoping they'll be able to survive outside this year. But I'm going to be monitoring it, and if it does get too cold, they can always come inside with me again. Lucky's going to have to stay in here this year because I can't put him with big chickens anyways, and he can't be up there alone. And he'd be too small. Even if I had a few more his size, they'd be too small to be out there in the cold. That's not going to be a problem to have him in here. Yeah, we haven't been that cold yet, the chicken. In fact, it's been colder in Arkansas than it's been here. It's unbelievable. I think the lowest temperature we've had all fall was 21. I'm not 100% sure on that, Sarah. I think he is, but I can't be 100% sure on it. The one thing I'm not quite as sure as I was 90% sure. I've dropped that back a little bit now. I'm probably like about 75% sure because of the coloring of its feathers. Because it's obviously feathered with barred rock, and it just seems to be more like the female coloring. Because if you notice Earl, he's got the equal bars of white and black, and the hens have a whiter black bar than you do a white bar. And this chick seems to have the whiter bars. But also, I'm not sure which egg this one came from. I'm also thinking it could be one of Alice's eggs, and then it'd be crossed with black Astrolorp, so maybe that would account for more black on it. But it's going to be a few months before we can tell 100% on that. We're not supposed to get in the 20s tonight. There's nights this week we're supposed to be in the 20s. Back, I think, after tonight, every night we're supposed to be in the 20s. But tonight we're only supposed to be in the 30s. I can look it up right now. Yeah, I heard. Well, I didn't actually hear him because I didn't watch the video, but I saw him in the title that the dog man had 18 degrees at his house. We were warmer than that last night, that's for sure. We're 36 right now. Supposed to be lower 30s to upper 30s tonight. Then tomorrow we're supposed to be around 40 and 20 to 25 tomorrow night. It looks like anywhere from about 24 to 32 is supposed to be our lows. And snow in the forecast for almost every day, but they're not predicting anything serious at all. Tonight's supposed to be up to 2 inches most persistent snow. But most likely that's going to be in the higher elevations. No, it's upper 20s tonight. I think I said it was going to be in the 30s, but eyes aren't working right tonight. It's upper 20s tonight. Still, that's not bad. Bad enough, but let's see. Hello, Sasha. Good to have you here. Yeah, the cold started coming in real quick, but now it's not getting much bigger, so I'm not 100% sure. But fortunately, lucky could go either way, so they may stay lucky no matter what. But I do have a list of girl names that we could vote on also. Hello, Radio Man. Good to have you here. Hello, quiet listener. Hello, Challenging Kitchen. Good to have everyone here. And we'll just talk about the weather and my chick. And I got a few things on my list here to talk about. Got one exciting thing coming up. I'm going to start offering memberships on my channel. Yeah, that's an idea, Sarah. After we find out for sure if it does turn out to be a girl, then I can go back to the list of girl names that I had suggested, and we could vote on that. As far as these memberships, what's going to be, I'm going to go through Buy Me a Cup of Coffee. I was going to have it all posted by today, but I decided not to rush it. So hopefully by tomorrow I'll have it up there. I got my bank account hooked up to it and everything today. I want to have 3 membership levels. One would be where you get your... Oh, that was Batman, just jumped over top of the laptop. One level would be where you get your channel link posted in the description every day for that month. Second level would be... What did I... Be your channel link posted in the description every day, plus a card in each video. And if you don't know what cards are, they're a little box that I can add to the video that would have your link. So someone can just click on that and go to your channel. And the third one would be the link, the card, and a video shared on my community page once a week. And I haven't decided on the pricing yet, 100%. I got an idea in my head. And that's going to, obviously, that's going to be for ones that have content on their channel. And if anyone else buys a membership, I'm going to have to figure out something for that. Obviously, if your best friend has a channel or something, you can send me an email and we can put their link in it instead of your link if you're not a creator. But we'll get that figured out. Hello, Big Matt. Good to have you here. Yeah, I just saw your question there, Sarah. Yeah, I've got to figure something out. I know if, like I was saying, if you've got a friend or relative or something that's got a channel that you want to have me put a link in there, I can do that. And then for ones that don't have anything, I've got to figure out what I'm going to do for that. That's one reason why I didn't get this posted yet, because I don't have all the details figured out yet. I just started working on this yesterday. It might not even be tomorrow when I get it done. It might be a few days. If anyone's got any ideas of something I could do for the ones that don't have content in their channel, let me know. I'm open to suggestions on that. And I want to thank everyone for all your support. I have 458 subs now, 2,026 watch hours. Watch hours are going up at a good rate. I had, I think it was 467, 468 subscribers, something like that. And then, of course, YouTube took some away from me, like they always do. So I'm trying to get that built up. And my last 2 or 3, I think my last 2 videos that I've posted, I've done the editing on my phone because I don't have money to keep up the payments on my new laptop. And this laptop doesn't seem to work out the greatest for editing. So I found an editing app that I can use on my phone. And actually, I kind of like that better than editing on my laptop. So I hope the quality's good. It seems to be. I want to get the paid version of that app as soon as I can. It's not much. I know it's $2.99 a month. And I think $8.99 a year. So I want to buy a year subscription to that, and then that's got even more features on it that I can use. So hopefully the video is even better. The actual YouTube stuff, you need to have 1,000 subscribers. That's why a lot of smaller channels are going with other stuff now. And this Buy Me a Coffee seems to be getting popular now. And also the same with t-shirts and coffee mugs, stuff like that. If you're doing that right directly through YouTube, you have to have 1,000 subscribers. But you can do it through someone else and post the link at any time. And I want to get to that point also. I'm trying to get a good logo done, but I just don't seem to be having any luck getting it to go together the way I want it to. I have an idea what I want it to look like. I just can't get it to that point. It's it's a website that will be linked in my channel, and then you just click on there and it goes to that site, and there'll be options in there for the membership levels, which would be a certain amount a month, or you can do a one-time payment. It's a low amount, and they call it buying a cup of coffee. Like if I set it at $2, I can do $1, $2, whatever I want to do. I saw someone had their set at $5, and then you say that you're buying a cup of coffee or 2 cups of coffee or whatever. And what it is, you're donating. If it's set at $1, you buy a cup of coffee, you're donating $1 to me. And if you buy 5 cups of coffee, you're donating $5. It's just a little thing on there to help us out. You'll be seeing more of that. Because I know 2 channels I subscribe to added it over the weekend. I noticed another one today had it. I know at least 4 channels I'm subscribed to have it now. Yep. Yeah, it's nice to have real people that like your content. I know I have quite a few people that like my content. I get comments on it. Another thing, if anyone has any suggestions, because I've done this in the past, if anyone's got any suggestions for my videos, let me know, and I try to make the videos be what people want. Like, I know someone likes to see pigs eat, so I started filming the pigs when they were eating. And I've got one song that I play in almost every video. That I had one person that just loves that song. And I was switching my music. I quit playing that for a few days, and she was telling me how much she missed it and stuff. And very good supporter of my channel. So I started putting that song back in, and I think it's put other songs in there because it takes usually 3 or 4 different songs to cover everything in my video. No, I haven't got a chance to get the tractor fixed yet. Yeah, last week, my back and leg were giving me a lot of issues. And then weather got nasty on Friday. Nicole decided to pay us a visit. We got over 3 inches of rain from that. So it's pretty nasty out there. But I'm hoping that we'll get some decent weather, and as long as my back cooperates with me, I'm going to put a tarp down on the ground so I'm not laying in water, and then see if I can get that fixed. Yep, I know a lot of people do that. I tried to watch as many videos as I can, go to as many lives as I can. It's tough. I try to support everyone that's supporting me. I know there's probably a half dozen channels. I try not to miss any of their videos or any of their lives. They're channels that I've been following for the longest, and I really like them. Not that I don't like some of the channel that I just started following. I can't watch everything on every channel, but I do try to watch some of everyone's. Hello, Pink Sparkle. Good to have you here. I think I already mentioned this in one of my videos last week. I have a new primary doctor now. I'm set up with him. My first visit with him is December 7th. So I can get my prescriptions refilled. And then I'm sure he'll do blood work and get me adjusted on all my vitamins. I've been taking the 2 multivitamin tablets I'm supposed to for, I think it's been just over a week now since they were sent to me. And I think I'm starting to feel a little better just by taking the multivitamin now. Because I'm supposed to be taking 2 tablets a day. And if any of you don't know, I had gastric bypass surgery. It'll be 7 years ago in February. And once you have gastric bypass surgery, between not eating as much and your body not able to absorb as much what you can, you've got to take vitamins for your life after you have that. And I kind of got away from my vitamins. So now I'm trying to get back to where I need to be. So by the time I have the blood work done when I go to the doctor, I'll be just over a month taking the multivitamins. So hopefully then he can tell what I'm still low on. And then I can get that adjusted. That varies year to year. The multivitamins is a definite. And then as far as the vitamin B12, vitamin D, some of the other vitamins, and there might even be something that he might have to add in that I haven't taken before also. Iron's another one. Depending on what the levels of my blood work show, then we'll have to make adjustments on that. Okay, Sarah, thanks for being here. Yeah, I went and locked up my chickens a little while ago. Of course, it's 7 o'clock here now. I believe you're in the Pacific time zone, if I'm not mistaken, so it was about probably, I would say about 5:30 our time when I went and locked my chickens up. Yeah, I'm sure it will be challenging challenging kitchen. Just a matter of getting there and getting everything worked out. What happened to my last doctor is she went to a school-based clinic that was through the same organization, and then she was just in the office when there's no school and stuff, and then she ended up leaving entirely. So then I went to see someone that was just filling in, that was picking up her appointments until they got another doctor hired, and I wasn't too impressed with him. He basically just gave me the impression that he was just there filling in, so he really didn't care anything about the patients. And then once they got a doctor hired in there permanently, they were supposed to notify me to move an appointment to go see that doctor, and they never did. So I'm going to another branch in the same medical organization now. I had that doctor very highly recommended to me by a woman I used to work with. I don't know if she used to see, but her husband used to see him years ago. And he's supposed to be real good with disability and stuff, so hopefully he can help me out with that. Give my attorney the medical records that she's going to need to get filed in the court and stuff. So hopefully they'll go good. They'll be on December 7th. I'll check and see if I missed any other comments up here. I think I caught them all. Um, and if you didn't catch it in my video the other day, my landlord has moved now. He moved to his father's house, and it's about 4 miles from here. His pigs and geese and his chickens are still here right now, but he's going to be taking them soon. So I'm going to have 2 less animals in my videos, but I'll still have my 7 chickens and 6 cats. And I'm going to, if the weather will cooperate with me before he takes his animals, I'm going to try to get some extra filming done of them, just so I have some extra clips that I can put in my videos for a while. But we'll get some stuff figured out. So I'll still be able to get some good videos out. Just after a while, there won't be any pigs or geese in the videos. Hello, Merton and Sue. Good to have you here. But we'll get that figured out. And I'm hoping that at some point next year, I can move south. And then when I get situated somewhere permanently, then I'll be adding some animals. Hello, Mountain Moon Adventures. Good to have you here. But in the meantime, I'll keep videoing my chickens and cats, and I'll try to get some other stuff in there. The doctor I had, he recommended just the regular multivitamin tablets or chewables. The only thing he said not to take was gummy vitamins. But he said 2 of the regular vitamins, and then at that time, I had a whole list of other things. And then some of them got cut out over the years. But I know when I had the blood work done, that will show what I'm really lacking. Well, I appreciate you being here, Mountain Moon Adventures. Definitely good to have you. Yeah, I've done pretty good with the whole vitamins. My blood work has always came out pretty good. Okay, saying there was sometimes that certain vitamins have been high enough level that they actually discontinued them. Hello, Piroki. Good to have you here. Um, I think I already covered everything I had on my list here. Oh, I mentioned this in a video the other day. I started a new Walmart list. The old one was getting cluttered because once something's bought on there, I don't have the option to remove it from the list anymore. So everything that had been bought on that since last summer was still on there. And it was getting pretty cluttered, hard to find stuff on there that I still needed. So I did a new list. The old list is still active. If you go back to my old videos, the link's still there to it. But for the past 3-4 days, the link for my Walmart list has been to the new one. And on my Amazon list and on my Walmart list both, I added some extra options in there, especially for cat food. Because it seems like cat food is out of stock so often. I added some extra options in there so I didn't have to keep changing it if some went out of stock, because I know Amazon seems to be terrible about that. It'll go out of stock tonight, and then tomorrow morning it'll be back in stock again, and then in the afternoon it'll be out of stock again. It's good to have you here, Cattle Kitchen. Have a good night. Hello, Michael's Adventure. Good to have you here. Yes, the doctor I had for my surgery, he was very best. Everyone I talked to said he was the best one around. Actually, my primary doctor I had at that time gave me a list of different doctors to choose from. And I just happened to pick this guy. It just sounded like, when I looked him up, that he really seemed to know what he was doing, and he had good reviews. His education looked excellent, so I chose him. And then everyone started telling me that I had the best one there was. Well, I went from 410 pounds. I'm down, he wanted me down to 220. I'm at 243 right now. For the past about 2 years, I've been either holding steady or losing a pound or so every month or two. For a while there, I wasn't losing any, and I actually gained a little bit. But now I'm holding steady at the worst. So maybe I'll get down to 220 eventually. Well, now I'm through everything that was on my list. If anyone's got any questions, or anyone just came in, wants me to cover anything again, just let me know that you missed some stuff and you'd like to have me go back over it. The things we had discussed was I'm going to start memberships, and I've got 458 subscribers now, 2,026 watch hours. So thank you everyone for that. And I talked about my Walmart, Amazon list. And I'm doing my editing from a phone now. I've got a new primary doctor. And my landlord moved, so I'm not going to be able to have as many animals in my videos coming up. All the animals are still here right now, but he's going to be taking them soon. So if anyone wants me to cover any one of those topics again, just let me know. And I'm assuming, Merton and Sue, that you're asking how I lost the weight. I had gastric bypass surgery in February of 2016. And that's how I lost a lot of the weight. And I didn't lose as much as they wanted me to. But then I gained a little bit back. And then it'd be 2 years ago, this coming Christmas, I had the illness that was going around and still going around now. And I didn't eat anything for 9 straight days. And of course, a little bit before that and a while after that, I didn't eat much. And I lost about 30 pounds then. And then ever since then, I haven't gained that back. I've held steady or just lost a pound every month or two. So I'm down. Let me see. My math is correct here. I'm down 167 pounds from my high point now. So hopefully I'll go down a little bit more. But I went from 54 waist being a little tight on me down to 42 now. Sometimes I go with 44 just so I got the little extra room, but 44 is really a little loose on me. But you take clothes that are a little tighter fitting, sometimes 42 is a little tight. So, but still, 54 was tight on me. Let me see, what was it? 7 years ago. Yep, and I'm not overly careful what I eat. I am somewhat, but a lot of that comes from the surgery. My body can't process sugar now, so I can't have a lot of sugar because that'll make me sick. So, and I can't eat as much as I used to be able to. So I'm just forced to eat less now. And the only real problem that I've had is that surgery creates a weak spot in your stomach. So there's a lot of medicines I can't take now. That causes problems. Because it's very limited on what they can prescribe me for my back now. I'm out of it right now, but I'm supposed to be taking gabapentin. I go to the doctor, then he can write me a prescription for that. so I can start taking that again, because that does help me some. It doesn't eliminate the pain altogether, but it does lessen it. Actually, back problems now may be caused from losing the weight. I had a nurse that I've known my whole life, but she's a nurse, and she was explaining to me that when you lose a lot of weight like that, your posture changes, and when your posture changes suddenly like that, that can throw your back out of whack. So that could be what part of the problem is. Because I just couldn't figure out why, after I lose all the weight, I started having such serious problems. And she explained that to me. So that could be. But with all the weight that I was carrying, that would have caused problems eventually anyway. So I don't know if that really makes any difference. Hello, RG Arizona. Good to have you here. And back problems, they may stem back to 1996 when I had the fusion, because that also put a lot of pressure above and below where you have the fusion, and my problems are all below where I had the fusion. Yeah, that's what that nurse was telling me. It's she said when I had all the weight, I was walking more hunched over, and then just suddenly start walking more upright would be enough to push those discs out of place. Yep. Because I definitely do have some limited movement. Hello, our treasured home. Good to have you here. Yeah, and now it's hard for me to walk now. Because after I got sick 2 years ago there, and I was told that illness will aggravate arthritis. And that's when I got really, really bad. After I had that, and I've been walking with a cane ever since then. And now I can't walk without the cane. I've tried going short distances without it, and I just can't do it. I've got to have that all the time. I'm thinking about asking my therapist about trying the treadmill. Because I'm thinking maybe with having the handrails on it, that maybe that would help me with my walking. Because then I could, once I got used to it, I could take my hands off the handrails. But then if I started to fall, I'd be able to grab onto them again to steady myself. Yeah, At one point, I was wondering if I was gonna need to have a walker, but I actually have improved enough now, so I'm fine with the cane. But I can only go short distances. I can only walk maybe 200-300 feet at a time, and that's as far as I can walk. When I go to Dollar General, that's where I do the most walk, and I pick a cart up as soon as I get up on the sidewalk. They have the cart out right there on the sidewalk. As soon as I get to the sidewalk, I get a cart, and as long as I'm staying behind the cart, I'm fine. But if I'm just picking up a couple items, I can't walk through the store without the cart. I tried that one day and it didn't work out well for me. Maybe I really don't see myself running at any point, but I guess it's possible. Um, if I just ride short distances, the bike actually helped me a little bit because they actually put me on a bike at physical therapy for 15 minutes every time I go. But like when I go to the post office and then come back home, I've gone 7 miles, and that bothers me. Of course, it depends on how much weight I have in the trailer, also. And then there's a couple hills on the way home that I have to walk up. So that makes it rough. Yeah, I'm just reading the comments here, see what I missed. Hello, I'm gonna pronounce this wrong. Passand vlog. Hope I didn't mess it up too bad, but I'm sure I did. Good to have you here. Yep, I know exactly what you talk about, our treasured home. Well, the cart, I couldn't do it. And I'll tell you one thing. I don't go to Walmart very often. I haven't been to Walmart in been over a year. I don't have any way to get there. But I don't know, probably a year ago last summer, I went there. And I went in, I was grabbing the cart, and the greeter that was up front there asked me if I wanted one of the motorized carts. I said, no, I think I'll be fine just pushing this cart around. Well, that was a big mistake. I I wasn't halfway across the store. I was thinking, what was I thinking? I didn't even know if I was going to be able to walk back up to the front of the store, but I made it. But it was tough. Why'd you do that, Oreo? Oreo just had to push off my leg to jump up here. Well, that's not bad, Tiny Farm. $5 for a wheelchair. Yeah, that's why I keep going to physical therapy, RG Arizona. I've been going for over a year now. I'm better than I was a year ago, that's for sure. Yeah, Martin and Sue, the pigs, the geese, and 6 of the chickens are his. He's going to be taking the pigs and chickens, and he's going to find someone to take the geese. He doesn't want the geese anymore. He offered them to me, but I don't really want them either. I don't really want to say they're not friendly, because I don't mean that they're aggressive, because they're not the least bit aggressive. They run every time they see a person. They're not an animal you can walk up to and pet, or you can't really enjoy them other than just watch them, because they're scared to death of people. And there's 3 males and 1 female. And the female doesn't hardly ever lay eggs. She laid a few eggs last spring to sit on, but they all ended up getting broke. So, because she laid them right in the middle of the barn floor and covered them with hay. So what someone didn't step on, and what the pigs didn't step on, then, well, actually, one picked out one day and ate a couple of them, stepped on another one, and then a person stepped on 1 or 2 of them, so the whole nest ended up getting destroyed. And that was the only eggs that she laid. Now I've got 7 chickens. I've got 5 hens, Earl, and then Loki. So they'll still be here. Yeah, recliner wheel, that sounds like an idea. Well, I wish you the best of luck with that, RG Arizona. Hopefully, it won't get to be too much for you. You're crazy, Brett. Well, I've seen videos of England on couches before going down the street, so you're not the only crazy one. Okay. If I have to bring them in, I'll video that. I'm hoping it's going to be a little bit warmer this winter. So far, we've been warmer than you guys. You're getting up there during the day, but we've had some cold nights down there. Our coldest night's been 21. And today I've been cold. Not really cold, but a little chilled. I had the heater off. I actually lit the heater this afternoon, and warmed it up a little bit. It was 50 degrees in here, but I think just because it's so damp, because we had so much rain, it just felt chilly to me. Hello, Des. Good to have you here. The cat's doing good. I've had the cats in a couple videos lately. You're going to start seeing more of the cats now. Partly because I'm spending more time inside now. And then after my landlord gets his animals out of here, I'm going to have to film the cats and my chickens every day to have anything to put in the videos. Nope, the chickens aren't going to sleep in my bed. Cats sleep in the bed with me. In fact, I've got 3 laying here next to me right now. Had 4 here earlier. You know, I actually have been saving a lot of cardboard, and I am going to make something. Some point this morning, I am going to make something for the cats out of cardboard. Right now, they just like having the extra boxes around here because they love laying in boxes. Hello, Rebecca. Good to have you here. Yeah, I used to have one cat that if you pulled his tail, he would slap another cat because he would think a cat pulled his tail until he realized it was me one day. Didn't slap me. But if there was another cat next to him, you pulled his tail, you'd slap that cat thinking that that cat pulled his tail. It was funny. Yeah, I've got some toys I've got to video them playing with. I got to get more organized in here so I can get stuff to video them. Hello, Nicole. Good to have you here. It's an idea of a cat circus. You got a good point there, Brett. Yeah, I see a lot of channels. Cats are right in with the chickens. I've seen that on 4 or 5 different channels. Sometimes cat accidentally get locked in with chickens at night, and other times the cats just live with the chickens. You're gonna keep score with those cat puzzle games? Yeah, things seem to be going halfway decent. Radio Man Brett doesn't have any idea how many bunnies he's got. No balloons around cats. I'd be afraid of them swallowing the balloons. I already have a couple of them that like chewing on plastic. I know they chew on a balloon and swallow it. Because Oreo actually has thrown up plastic before. Yeah, I should get some catnip for them. Maybe at some point, Radio Man. Not right now, but definitely not out of the question. The only way I'll take any bunnies right now is if Brett would deliver them to me. And I know darn well he's not coming to New York during the winter, so. I want to kind of try to limit the amount of animals that I have right now because I'm hoping to be moving next year, so don't allow the extra ones to move. It definitely Pink Sparkle. They are definitely going with me. They're my babies. There's no way I would go anywhere without my kitties. Last winter, my son offered for me to move in with him, but he told me I had to get rid of chickens and cats. And I told him, nope, absolutely not. I told him even though I didn't want to, maybe the chickens, but definitely not the cats. Well, in that time I had 7 cats because Teddy was still here. He said, there's no way I'm going to be allowed to have 7 cats here. I said, there's no way I'm moving in with you then. Get down. Get down, Oreo. Leave it alone. I have a shirt hanging up here that got wet. Been hanging up through all day, but Oreo just decided he's going to try to pull it down for me. Yep, they're going to go get them live, Brett, and they're going to tell you they're getting them for pets. If I do get rabbits, I would either have them have 2 or 3 of them the same sex, or if I did breed them, I would just have maybe 1 pair or 2 pairs and sell the babies as pets. Well, most rabbits technically are meat rabbits, aren't they? I know a lot of people have them as pets, but I thought most rabbits were technically meat rabbits anyways. Or just like chickens. Almost all chickens are either meat or dual purpose. I know there's very few that actually aren't normally used for meat. Yeah, I would definitely have them as pets, and like I was saying, if I raised them, I'd be selling them as pets. I don't know what kind of rabbits I had. My first rabbit was mostly white, and it had, I think they were gray spots, if I remember right, on it. And that was a big rabbit. And the second one I had that was so mean, that was pure white. It had red eyes that almost glowed in the dark. Yeah, I don't know a lot about the rabbit breeds. If I ever get to the point where I'm really seriously considering getting rabbits, which heck, I am seriously considering it at some point, but when the time gets closer, I'll have to do some more research on it. Or you'll stop. Ouch! Guess that was a mistake. Well, he scared himself now. Yeah, he actually climbed up the shirt and then let go from the hanger, and he came down with it, and he took off running because it scared him when he fell. But he's fine. Yeah, that's funny, Merton and Sue. about the rabbit being the best friend with the sheep. But that's the way a lot of animals are when they get raised together like that. Hello, Jewish redneck prepper. Good to have you here. Are you sure you're going on 80? Or is that just the most seen at any one time? I bet you if you took 80 rabbits out of there, you'd go out the next day and where'd all these rabbits come from? You probably got more rabbits underground there than you know. Oh, I know another thing I want to ask about tonight. I know I mentioned in one of my videos that I wanted to. Well, I've been doing a pop up live at some point during the week. Past week it didn't work out too well. I tried Friday morning and I don't know if notification to get sent out or what, but no one came on, so I ended it after 7.5 minutes. What I'm thinking about doing, because it's Sunday live, I want to start having from 6:30 to 8. I want to get off by 8 so I can go to Willow Way Ranch live. Plus, I don't want to go to the top of her live. I've been doing that past month or two now. I feel bad about that because she's been a good supporter of my channel, and I like to go to her live and stuff. And at some other point during the week, I wanted to have a live where I could have people come up on panel with me. And I'm just not sure what would be a good time. I know Wednesday's all filled up. And Thursday afternoon isn't the greatest. And I was told the reason my live Friday morning didn't go over good was two reasons. Because it was Friday and because it was a holiday. So I'm not sure if Friday'd work out. Well, I'd want to do it early in the day for Friday anyways. And Saturday's not good. Another thing I'm wondering about is, because I know a lot of you are earlier time than I am. Like right now, it's almost 8 o'clock here. I know some of you it's 7 now. I don't know if there's still anyone in here from Pacific time zone, but 5 o'clock for you guys. So and I'm usually up till well after midnight. So another possibility is having something later on in the evening too. Starting like maybe 9 or 10 o'clock my time. Anyone have any thoughts on that? I'm thinking possibly maybe Tuesday at, I'd still have to check to see if I'm conflicting with anything. But I'm thinking maybe Tuesday at 9 o'clock Eastern. Would that work out for anyone? And then and that'd be the time when I could bring people up on panel. And then Sunday, just go an hour and a half and just be me talking. So if anyone's got any thoughts on that, let me know. I got to start making a list of everyone's lives because I'm getting confused. I know it's hard to fit anything in when there's no one live, but I don't want to go over the top of some of my good supporters. We can always leave me a comment afterwards or send me an email or anything, anytime. And we'll try to figure it out. I think I covered everything. PM, Merton and Sue. I know that makes it late for you guys. And also, if anyone has any suggestions of what I can do for the memberships for ones that aren't creators, let me know. Because I'm trying to figure something out there. I think I got a pretty good idea of what I can do for ones that are creators, but I know there's a lot of people that don't have a channel. Yeah, I'll try to figure something out. I know, Sue, you came up on panel one time, and that was good to have you here. And I know in the morning, then sometimes that's too early for the people in Mountain or Pacific time. But we'll figure that out, and I'm going to try to figure out a time. Not going to set a regular time yet, but I'll try to figure out sometime this week when I can have a live and have some people come up on panel with me. And I'll try to give you some advance warning. But I think that'll do it for now. I want to thank everyone for being here. Thank you for all the support. And we'll just continue trying to make a better channel. Thank you, everyone. Well, you're welcome, Sue. Okay, good night, everyone.